Hey, welcome to the Friday Humvee Builder. My light's suddenly really bright. There we go. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back, Mal.
Good to be
Hello,
back.
boy.
Hello. 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 Hello, John.
Yeah.
No.
Hello.
Yeah.
Very far away.
Hello.
No.
Hello. It could just be your Australian droll. Who knows? Yes. Have we been up to much? Obviously, Mal's had things to deal with, but other than that, have we done any modelling in the last 24 hours?
Yeah,
No.
I've started on the Bristol, the Brist fit. Haven't done much. Painted the insides of the fuselage, and I've got the floor, and yeah, I'm just doing all the internals, but long way to go.
Nice.
Yeah, I've done a bit more.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, managed to get back into modelling a couple of days ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Undercarriage of the CR42.
Yeah, very short wings, didn't it, for its fuselage size?
It did, but it's got another one on top. The Seska plane, really. Another one on top. The HS123 is ready for markings. So we've got cut, but I've had them cut for about 2 weeks. I'll get them on sometime after next week. Probably not this week. But yeah, I've done a little bit, but only in the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, I tried, or I was on the Humvee. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, or when did I can't even remember when I did it. Tried to spray gloss varnish to get the outer side decals on.
Yeah,
and sprayed white blobs everywhere.
Oh,
like
so it looked more like a Bonnie Blue bus.
Well, you can't. I've tried to show them up, but you can't actually see them. But it's ruined the paint finish.
Yeah.
So I've got to repaint it. So the repaint is not a major deal. So what I'm going to do is get on with the figures, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to draw masks up for it.
Yeah.
I did freehand it, and it was all right. Then I thought, well, sod it, I'll give masks a go.
Mine's got his figure on.
Cool.
Okay.
There you go. So I'm doing the base today.
No trouble.
Hello. Shall we crack on with the chat?
Why not?
DT says, good morning from Belgium. It is 18.5 degrees C out, sunny with little overcast. Soft wind from the southwest. Traffic is regular. Excellent weather for drone hunting. Good luck out there and good shooting.
Doesn't mention the visibility, so
no.
Or the shipping forecast.
Yeah. And it says, now tell me that wasn't a good introduction to start the day. Well, yeah, but visibility is important if you're shooting down drones.
Yeah, absolutely.
GM says, greetings to the usual suspects. Oh, and the panel. Settle down and behave.
Never.
I won't.
David of the Valleys. Good day, all. Hagrid, GM, sunny here for a change.
Bob says, hello all, here but hurty. Entering lurk mode. It's no good.
David says, got to pop Helen down to Ustrad shortly. We'll be back, though. Excellent.
Okay.
Tiffany's good day, all. Hope everyone is okay. Please don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Thank you.
Sounded just like her.
Yeah.
I thought so.
GM informs us that he's pressed the lube button. I'm now lubing up and had already screwed up.
Thanks for sharing.
Joel says, good Friday morning, afternoon from a rainy Mississippi Gulf Coast, but only for a short while.
Yeah, it's probably going off to play golf again or something.
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Not that I'm jealous.
Trevor says hi all.
Hello,
Hi,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Oh, Trevor.
Patrick says, good day, all.
Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
Modders is scanning.
Phil says, good afternoon, everyone. Here at the start for a change. Oh, welcome,
Nice.
Phil.
Hey.
Well done.
Well, yeah, well done.
Trevor says lifeboat decal day.
Ooh. Don't tell Shelfie.
Use
Start
maths.
twitching.
Duke Wellington says, good day, AYP.
All you beautiful people.
Thank you. You noticed something noticed.
Julian says afternoon all.
Hello. Watch your panel.
Watch you.
All right.
Gotcha. Paul Wiltshire says, hi, troops. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul. And that's pretty much it. They're saying hello to each other now.
Say.
There we go.
And Joe says, watched Tropic Thunder last night before I fell asleep. So good. Remember, Mr. Marley, as Al Pacino told Kirk Lazarus, you're Australian. Be Australian.
Okay. So it's worth watching. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's classic.
Okay.
It's not something that would be made today. Put it that way.
No.
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 It's so good. So Robert Downey Jr. playing an Australian, playing an African American, like
Oh, God.
it's so good. It's so good.
But he
was
gets
on
sort of lost in the character
Yeah,
and thinks he
yeah.
is actually
I
an
know what
African
dude I
American.
am. I'm the dude playing a dude who thinks he's another dude. Yeah, and like he's a method actor as well. So like the whole time he's walking around, being like, yeah, you know, back before the war, I was a saucier down in San Antone. Collar up some of them greens and all this stuff. And he's saying it while like there's another like an actual African American in the party. And he's just looking at him and he's like, you're Australian, be Australian. Throw another shrimp on the barbie. Oh, dingo stole my baby. And he like hugs him in real close and he goes, you know, that's a real story. Woman lost her kid. So good.
Patrick, I think someone moved us to Queensland today. It was 30 degrees C and thunderstorms.
Wow, yeah. It rained for about 30 seconds here, but there was flooding in Sydney, so I don't understand what's going on.
It was lovely in actual Queensland.
Yeah?
Yeah, not too bad. It's been rainy, but cool.
Jim says, hello to all on screen. Hello.
Hello.
Nat's greeting the famous five and everyone else.
I know.
Jim, greetings to all the usual suspects. And that's it. There we go.
Ah,
For now. For now.
so
for
eyes
now.
down.
Eyes down for a full house.
Right.
Oh.
So I'm where I was exactly last week. These have been touched, so I'll continue to paint the figures. And I realised I haven't put on some decals on the Hummer itself. So it's specifically the tyre pressure stencils. But in the top corner, for the rear view, on there, 36 are the ones at the bottom here, and they're pointing. Where are they pointing to? Because what they are is
They're
36,
side reflectors.
sling and tie down.
Oh, them.
Oh, it goes up under the lip of the tailgate by the look of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't it? Like the dotted lines actually continue.
Oh,
on
they keep
past
going.
They
yeah.
pass the wheel all the way up to
Oh, you're
just
right.
inboard of the hinge
the
on the
hinges.
tailgate.
Right.
I put a few
Yeah,
things in the back of mine
Black
as well.
dots on black. I didn't see that. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, whackers.
AK, ammo box, some cam net, missile launcher.
Nice.
Stepping away for a sec, getting some more water.
Drawn lines roughly where I want the wheels to go. Back. Matthew says, "Good afternoon, usual suspects. Too miserable to do any work, so just AI stuff." Yeah. Jim, weather will be quite pleasant today, going up to 18 degrees C. Ooh. Nat says, "Hi, Tiff, OBE." Tiff says, "No OBE here, Natalie." And Nat says, "I know, Tiff."
And the back.
I know what I'm going to do. Going to mask off the sides. Tiff says, "John, I can download you the film if you want. I like like I did with the episodes of that show."
I'll have a look around. It's probably on a streaming service or somewhat. Yeah. Thank you. I should watch more movies.
Because we're absolutely not condoning pirating films, are we, modders? I was watching the new episode, first two episodes of the new series of Scrubs last night.
Ah, how'd that go?
It's all right, actually. It's pretty good.
I do like Scrubs. I thought it was hilarious, actually.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I saw an ad for it. Must have been on the socials or something. Right? Okay, 32A.
Yeah, it's pretty good, to be fair. They've done well with it. Apparently, the original show was filmed in a real disused hospital.
Yes.
But that has since been demolished. So this new one, they've filmed in a warehouse, and they've just recreated the sets perfectly inside. And then for the outside the building, they've used CGI. For like the first floor, they've made like a real set on the outside, but the rest of it, so that it looks like it's a 4-story high building, it's CGI. Patrick says, "I can still hear the thunder in the distance after 4 hours, so it's not moving very fast, Duke." GM, several kits arrived this morning with paints and glues, the Epic Sea Fury, the blue one, and a new Block 20 FA50 Eagle. A fellow modeler has built Sea Fury 115, so I'll build 114, just like yours. Yeah.
Cool.
You've inspired someone, John. Nat says, "Sadly, I'm working this afternoon, going to Bristol trailer swap." Ooh. Paul says, "I'm finishing off the DIY where I built 2 bedrooms out of a 1-bedroom from scratch. 2 of my boys loves what I've done, and that's including their own electrics for lights and sockets. Well done."
Cool.
Excellent job. Is it going to be like on The Simpsons where they walk past the door and all your hair starts standing on end because of the faulty electrics.
Well,
This is the room where we keep the electricity.
I'm currently liking the fact that it's been pissing down with rain.
Yeah.
Proves my fix for the leak under the conservatory floor,
Yeah.
which I've had to take up. Yeah, that's a bit interesting. So I can put the new one down there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. It's all you need, isn't it? Wet conservatory.
Yeah. Even your
Still
house.
waiting for our one to be fixed. Our dining room to be fixed. They're leaking that. Well, the leak's been fixed. It's the floor. Still arguing with the insurers about it.
Did you manage to move the 20-seat table out of the hall?
Well, did I manage? Well, no. But, you know, that's why one has staff, frankly.
That's why one has 6 footmen.
You know, that's called management. That's what one, you know, estate management. No, we're arguing with the insurers. The insurers sent round this loss adjuster bloke who, frankly, was useless. And what we didn't know and what we weren't told was he wasn't actually just a loss adjuster. He was actually working for the company that is going to pitch for the work, and they're not a company we want to. They've got a 1.8 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot.
Wow.
Yeah. So Maria challenged them about that, and they said, "Oh well, that's because most people just complain about things; they don't praise it." I said, "Well, in that case, how's the company that we prefer, the company that's already worked on this job prior, who are local? How come they have got a 4.8 out of 5 if everyone's just there complaining?" Yeah. Well, these guys are cheaper. They're not. They're £18 cheaper on a £3,500 estimate. And that's probably only because they've put in all the 95s and 99s at the end of stuff, rather than rounding them up to full pounds. So they're not cheaper. And then it turns out these guys that are bidding that they wanted to are actually just a management company, not even a building company. So they're going to subcontract it to people we know nothing about. We've got no idea whether they have things like qualifications or indemnity insurance. We've got no idea who these people are that we're supposed to let into our house. So we've got to argue with them today, saying that ain't happening. Well, these guys, they're local, they're brilliant, they work, and you've already paid them for work anyway, so you know they're good.
Yeah.
Why are we having to do this? It's ridiculous. Unless, of course, and I'm just speculating, I have no proof of this, I wouldn't dare suggest otherwise, just in case there might be a little backhander going on here somewhere. But that's just a suspicion. I absolutely agree. There may well not be anything to it. Just looks bloody fishy to me. That's all I'm saying. But there we go. That's insurers for you.
Yes, hate them all.
Added to which, if Tesco pay these other guys, then they know they're paying this company the amount for the job. If they pay these people that they say we should pay, who are a management agency, they're then going to say, right, we've got. Let's now just go and find the cheapest ass people we can to do the job, and then we'll pocket the biggest profit. There's no incentive for them to actually just employ someone at that rate. The big incentive is find someone who'll do it for £1,000 less. We'll keep the extra 1,000. So, really? No, it's my home. No, ain't happening.
Yeah.
So we've got an argument to go through today.
Fair enough.
Nothing but arguments with people at the moment. It's really annoying me. Having to chase people. Oh, you can't do that. Yes, but no, you can't.
Is it the 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
I don't know.
And having to argue when you know you're perfectly right.
Yeah. And can you not see? Well, the computer says no. Oh, right. Okay, that's what we're dealing with. And it really, you know, what really makes me angry is when they say, "Oh, we understand your feelings." No, you don't. No, you don't understand. Please stop saying things like that because that's making me more cross. Just patronising. Yeah. Anyway, that's my rant over. Sorry.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
No, it's
You've
good
got
to get
every
it
right
out.
to be.
Jake says, "I'm happy that it's not here, Patrick. One of my dog goes nuts with thunder. Her brother couldn't care less." Joe says, "Excellent pull."
It's funny how dogs are like that. Dogs were like that with fireworks. Kirsty couldn't give a monkeys about fireworks. Hamish gets really angry and barks at them all the time. Funny.
Jem, we couldn't build any Sea Fury kits before as we didn't have any. All we could do was watch you building yours. Ah.
There we go.
Joe, I've decided to wait till next Tuesday once again to continue my USS Texas build. Didn't want to ruin my weekend. Monday, I'm whipping in brother-in-law's butt. What? Oh, whipping brother-in-law's butt at City Park, GC. Jim says, "Go get him, Joe." Julian says, "Be back in a bit, Kara here." Paul, I've already fixed the bath today and moved a storage unit into the cupboard to make a wardrobe. There we go. He's a man on a mission.
Absolutely. Making more damn stuff than I am, that's for sure.
I'm a man on a mission at the moment. I can't find instructions for the drone hunters.
Yeah, I lost mine in like the second week. So I've got them pulled up on the computer.
I don't get it.
See, that's why I keep all my instructions in a folder.
Well, my instructions normally stay in the box when I'm not using them. But for some reason...
And how's that working out for you, Mal?
It ain't. Just ain't. I don't believe it. I can't have gone very far. Mind you, I suppose they could, because they have. There'll be it.
I'm picking up an FX TSR2 tomorrow as well. That's very exciting.
What scale?
48th. 1/48th scale, and it's costing me £40.
Wow, that's an absolute bargain.
I know. Ben DeVizio, one of my guys, saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy lives like 20 minutes away from here. So I got in touch, and he said 40 quid. I said, "Yep, cash or PayPal?" And he said, "Oh no, cash." And can you pick it up? So, "Yep, we'll do. See you Saturday." Happy boy.
Good. Yeah, because mine was the equivalent of £60, and it was 1,000 kilometers away.
Wow.
I'm still happy.
Well, the only thing it's now going to cost me like about 300 quid in extras for it, because I want to get all the bits and pieces I can, because this is one of those things I've wanted to build for so many years, and I want to do it really, really well. And see if I can get a 1/48th B Beaumont figure for it.
Have you seen the one in Cosford?
The real one?
Actual one,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a stunner. Then you look at it and you think, I'm not having anyone. Sorry, John?
I'd say about £10 there or so, because I've been gifted Thor's for it, and I can't pick both. So you get to choose which one you want. So I'll just rat through my box and have a look what I've got.
Is it right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I've got. Oh god, it's a big beast. What you doing?
Found me instructions.
Oh, well done.
Yay.
They were on the plating of me scanner so I can scale up that to draw the message div.
All right. So what I've got here, and I can't use all of them. It depends. You know, you're probably not doing a what if, but we know it didn't carry any ordnance. So I've got a TSR-2, a Mark 43 nuclear bomb
Wow.
pack. So 2 of those. A WE-177B nuclear bomb pack. So a
Oh,
couple
wow.
of those, and fuel tanks.
Uh-huh.
And TSR 2,000-pound N1 bomb. 4 of those.
Wow.
And obviously, I can't use all of them. So you take your pick and you get whichever one you want.
I will.
Thank you.
You
You can decide
will,
later.
I will do that. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it.
I'll take photos and put it. I'll send it to you personal.
He's a good
Yeah.
lad.
But I need to same. I need to get the interior set, the weapons bay set. I don't want to get the avionics set. I don't want to have the side panel open, but it is a beautiful plane.
Mm.
Oh God! So looking at it, why am I building a breast fit?
Yeah.
This is yeah. So the breast fit. The Bristol fighter comes with a couple of bombs, and that's the length of the fuselage compared to the length of the fuselage of the TSR-2.
Yeah.
Paul says, I have trained both my Staffordshire Bull Terriers to accept fireworks. I can now walk my dogs on bonfire night with no issues at all. Yeah.
Just bonfire night. You're lucky. Jesus, it starts around. Well, we have Diwali around here, and we have fireworks, and we have Polish Independence Day,
Oh,
and then we have New Year. So basically, from I'd say mid-October through to about mid-January, it's just fireworks all the damn time, all the time. And on New Year, they go on to like 4 or 5 in the morning, which is a bit rubbish.
Yeah. Not good.
But there we
Not
go.
good.
We're going away next New Year, but sadly we couldn't get the flight. We wanted to actually fly over New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But we couldn't get the flights.
Jem says, losing parts is one thing, losing instructions. How?
Yeah, you put them
I
on
think
the
it's
plate for
misplacing.
your scanner and forget that they're there.
Yeah, I think in my case, I was just a bit overzealous with my cleaning. I think I just binned them.
Matthew says, you guys get instructions? You wouldn't know it, would you?
Don't read them.
Following Ghost says, morning, everyone. Hello, Ghost. Steve says, Scalmates is your friend. Yeah. Although it is considering banning Gary's channel.
Yeah.
Dutch Dave is in. Hello, Dave. And he says, good afternoon, folks.
Hey, mate.
How are you doing? Have you guys seen that SOCOM pilot that's won the bloody Medal of Honor in America?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
He is a
No.
machine, isn't he?
Big boy.
Oh, yeah. He's that much of a machine. He has a reset button in his chin, by the look of it. He's a bodybuilder, isn't he, as well?
Yeah, he's a good-looking lad, that's for sure.
America. Yeah.
No politics now.
No, he's just an impressive bloke. He's flew his helicopter. He got shot multiple times and still flew his helicopter back and got his crew home safe whilst he was shot. And he's already got gallantry medals before that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's American. So.
Well,
Saying them all.
wasn't the old jokes that they used to get? They used to get a medal for if they were on the firing range when there was an ND or something. Not to diminish the Medal of Honor, obviously.
No, you're right. But yeah, most of the awards they get are unit
Citations.
Yeah, it's sort of the whole thing is very strange because what, of course, the Commonwealth countries have is heraldry, cultural heraldry, and all that. Still heraldry. So if we have a new squadron that stands up, then we need to submit it to the UK for royal assent and approval and all that sort of stuff. The Americans don't really do that. So as a result, all of their squadrons, all of their units have it's a hot mess. Like nothing is sort of uniform. Nothing looks good next to each other. It's just a very amateur hour, really.
Mm-hmm.
But they love it because, America. But there are some good things about choosing to remain in the Commonwealth of Nations.
Yeah, I like the awards system.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before. I'm all for giving out medals for stuff like let people collect them like Pokemon gym badges. It costs the taxpayer next to nothing, and it's just a way for people to kind of be recognized and something that people can take pride in.
Yeah.
As opposed to Australia, where I had Kellicks and stuff that have been in for almost a decade and have their ADM, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of hard to be proud of the medal that
everyone
you
gets.
Get for. Well, now not even completing basic. You get it if you roll your ankle on day one. But yeah, I prefer that system. I've always thought, give those things that people can take a little bit of pride in and pin on their chest, and their family can have nice photos and all that stuff. I'm all for it.
Right. Yeah.
One thing I did kind of feel sorry for the guy with was because he's a bodybuilder and he's got so little body fat, especially around his waist and things. They cinched in his uniform jacket, so it looked like he'd been tied in the middle. So if you look at the photos, he's got these massive shoulders and chest and a little tiny waist, and it just looks like they got the belt and just around the middle. So it looks like a sack in the middle that's been tied in the middle, instead of just getting him a proper tailored uniform. But yeah, fair play.
I think that's a point in the British Army. If you were to receive the VC, you wouldn't just turn up in your regular number twos to receive it. You'd have a whole new set.
Yeah, the stores make sure to get you a tailored set, don't they?
Yeah.
Because it's
I don't know that as a fact, but I would assume so. It means, because it's seen as a like a plus mark for the regiment, the corps, the army itself, and everything else. So, so I'm sure you would not be expected to turn up in your regular issued number twos.
Yeah. The guy had 10 combat stripes on, which means he's done 5 years in combat zones, which is a long time, and he just looks haunted.
Well,
He does
He's
not
only
look
flying
like a hobby
helicopters, though, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Saying that is dangerous enough to get him shot.
Yeah, dude looks like he bench presses helicopters.
He throws them at the enemy.
Bench press helicopter.
They call him Captain America.
Yeah, it could be.
He looks like it, doesn't he? He's like that 60s sort of advertisement for the American army or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, if he had a film made about him, it'd be Henry Cavill, and it wouldn't be far off.
Yeah. David says, "Hi all, just got back."
Hi, David.
Hello. James says, "I'd be too scared to lend anything model related to you guys. You'd lose it in minutes." Yeah, Mal.
No, I lost my instructions.
Dutch Dave says, "Work on 239H Marders to go, 239H Marders to go on a flatbed with an FCM 36 on the side track. Dio, nice."
That's a lot of terminology I don't understand, but good on you.
Tanks.
For the memories.
Trevor says, "Lifeboat pics on Discord." Excellent.
Won't do it all yet.
Jem, it's a good job your heads are screwed on. You'd lose them in seconds, wouldn't you?
Not wrong. All right.
Jim, is that 35th scale Dutch Dave? Oops.
Joe says, this stream talking about zero body fat? What the heck have we come to?
I know, right?
Yeah, we had two people on the panel say that they wanted to do that bloke. So, you know. What can I say? GM says...
anyone would do him. They get done by him.
not in a gay way, but in a Viking way.
That's like saying someone would do Chuck Norris. No, Chuck Norris does you.
GM says, Joe, it started with losing instructions. It's all downhill from here. Oh. And Matt Mick says, hello.
Hello, Matt Mick.
Alrighty. Now it's time for me to do some men.
Duke says, I've got 0% body fat, Joe. Oops, typo. That's 100% body fat. Joe says, model building question. So silicon applicator will help me, you think? Yeah. Help you PE, probably.
Don't know what that is.
China, maybe. Who knows?
So I use with bearing success. So I had bought one of these. This is it's got a bend in the middle. This is Vallejo applicator, and they're a bit sticky when you buy them.
Mm-hmm.
But they dry out really quickly. But what I find is if you sort of stick it in water, like my decal water, it does become sticky again, and that works in two separate ends for different sizes. But I also have what used to be called a China graph pencil, and now they market it as a Lumicolor Permanent from Staedtler, and it's like a wax pencil, and that seems to work with most bits of PE. Depends on the size, of course. So that's a cheap alternative.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation in the Navy, they're still called Chinos.
Yeah.
Chinos.
Oh, they are. They're the only thing that, like, you can write on like bulkheads and stuff, and you don't have to worry about water rubbing it off. And
yeah, our task boards for Hercs used to be with that, and then they changed over to computer system up on a screen, but that really didn't work. So we just went back to the China graph pencil, and I don't know, it's probably all computer driven now. But you know, it's like that whole sort of thing about, you know, NASA spent whatever $1 million.
Progress for progress sake.
Yeah. Whether that's true or not, let's find out. So,
It is apparently true. I've spoken to a guy who was on the Apollo-Soyuz test projects in '74, and they did actually. He says they did have that conversation about these wonderful zero gravity gas propelled pens that NASA had developed for millions. And the Soviet guy said, "Yeah, we use China graph.
yeah.
This can write at any angle. Yep, so can this, and
Yep.
you can rub it off."
Yeah.
Joe says, with CA glue. Any glue you like?
Yeah. The CA glue is what I use. Yeah.
Deet says, sorry, Mikey, but started my first 7, and boy, good thing I looked at other people's videos before building it. Yes, I've heard that. Dutch Dave says, yes, 135 scale, French tanks upscaled by a certain Mr. Dr. Becker to give the Germans more SPGs.
Jeez.
Dieter says, even Nodge will be hard pressed to do something right from the start on this one. Yeah, that's making me want to get them to do the 7 class now. Just because everyone said that about stuff like that about the beer barrel Spitfire, and when we actually did it, it was like, oh, no, it's easy. It's just you got to use your brain.
Yeah, I mean, my view is people have built it, so there's probably every chance that I'd be able to get it done.
Yeah,
to varying degrees of success, of course.
Yeah,
I'd give it a go. What do you think?
Well, I've got one to build. Joe says, yes, John, I bought a pack of 5 of these. I will try them.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Joe says, speaking of bodybuilders, who is Lion?
Julian.
Julian. Oh, yeah. Where's Julian?
Julian.
No idea.
Donde es Julian?
Yes, but
Jim says, Dutch Dave, look forward to seeing that project, Dave. Oh, he did say he'd be back in a bit because his carer's there.
Yeah, he did indeed.
Beware, GM says, we found scribbles in pencil on aircraft parts we were refurbishing from 1944.
oh,
Yeah.
one of those the other day.
There's a World War II factory not far from us, and it was originally a munition factory where they made the gas shells and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And during the war, it was obviously a top secret place, but it's actually where the Manhattan Project started. And it was that secret they weren't allowed to write any of their calculations down on paper. They had to write them down on the walls so that they couldn't take them with them when they went home and stuff. And if you walk around there now, you can still see all the scribblings and calculations and stuff on the walls and the posters from Second World War.
Cool.
You can do the same thing if you walk around my old mess and foredeck forward, but it's mostly just scribbles saying PO so-and-so's a fuckwit.
Yeah.
We had a table in our sort of brew area when we were in Iraq, and it was just all Chuck Norris jokes.
Oh, God.
Trevor says, is that the ICM kit or the airfoil spit?
The ICM, the beer barrel one? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. ICM, yeah, beer barrel bit.
Yeah. Tiffany says, he's got the carers round. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on.
I had no idea Danny Dyer was here.
Is that his real accent? Because it sounds fake as hell Cockney to me.
I
Does.
know, but I don't know whether it is or not. I think it's one of these things. He probably is a bit that way, but is sort of theatrically
Exaggerated.
expanded upon it over the years, and so
Yeah.
it becomes a bit of his trademark.
Well, you watched films of him in, like this one where he's one is about the original Royal Marines Commandos, and it doesn't fit him because he looks so young and he's only small compared to the other blokes, and then he's got this over exaggerated Cockney accent. It's just weird. And now he's got this weird porn star tash with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yes. Yes, that is very distressing.
Yeah.
Why he thinks that's a good idea, I'm not entirely sure.
He looks like he should
I
be on
just think he's a dick.
Well, yeah. There's doing nothing to dispel that image at the moment, I would say that.
Well, he did that series, didn't he? World's Toughest Men or something like that, or Britain's Toughest Men or something like that, Most Dangerous Men. And one of them was Paddy Doherty, and he lives not far from here on one of the traveller sites. He lives about 12 miles away. So we've met him a few times and stuff in the shops and things, and he's fine. He just sort of keeps himself to himself. He just makes he's actually the one of the few sites where they don't go and cause trouble in the community and stuff, because he won't let his family do that because of his reputation.
Yeah, just fair enough.
Yeah. Joe says, El Senor Julian. Okay, he's here. He is. God, I hate that fucking mud stuff. Layer mud. Gets everywhere. Dutch Dave says, yes, Jim, it's going to be one of my bigger dio builds this year. I have a few more ideas on the agenda. You have an agenda? Bob says, I'm going to blame Waitrose, taking painkillers and got Jadlum open in another tab looking at AK Land Rovers. They are nice kits, to be fair.
They're a very nice looking kit.
The
Really looking forward to doing that.
Matthew, there was a bodybuilder down the road from me. The police found all the parts in his chest freezer.
One of my favourite cricket sledges of all time was when Phil Tufnell was out in Australia. I think it was at the MCG, and he'd not been bowling well, and he just dropped a catch as well. And he went out to field right on the boundary in front of this massive stand full of Aussies, and they're all jeering him. And he's standing around there trying to look cool and all that. And one of them yells out, "Oi, Tuffers!" He said, "What? Lend us your brain, mate. I'm building an effing idiot." I thought that was great. Oh, well played, sir. Well played.
Julian says, back, front, left, right. There we go. We've got 26 people and 21 likes. Woohoo!
They have all the parts. They're good, man.
Jim says, I once put a tank on a flatbed rail car or tank transporter. Something similar to Waitrose's Panther on the flatbed car is what I have in mind. If you get there's a mini art kit that is a 16.5 ton flatbed railway trailer. You could always do that with an armored car or something on it as well, or a small like track vehicle or something, like a universal carrier or something.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
And if it's a biggish tank, a German one, then there's a couple of models of the SSYS thing around. AK do one. There's one I got was an AK one, but I'm sure there's another. Someone else has done one. You can get them in 35th scale.
Yes. There you go. Starting to look like muddy ground.
So I guess I'd like to know if anyone's put in their planning applications to their local council for the extension they're going to need to build the new Trumpeter 1/35th scale ME323 Gigant that is on there in their new releases. What's it? You worked out to yesterday, Mikey. 1.57 meters or something span.
Yeah, 1.57 meters wingspan.
Yeah. 35th scale Messerschmitt 323. My God.
Yeah, it's going to be huge, isn't it? But
That's silly.
There's that 1.8 Vulcan as well, isn't there? That they're on about doing.
A 148 Vulcan as well, yeah. Which that just makes a lot of sense to me. It's just it's like, how big?
70. Yeah. I think what was it? 77 centimeter wingspan or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's vast.
Yeah, I'll stick to my 172nd one.
Yeah,
that's going to be big enough.
I'll just read a passage from the author I saw the other day, Bill Bryson. Book on Australia called Down Under, which in America is called Sunburnt Country. But he's anyway. He just says he was just driving along, and all the radio stations faded away one by one, and just ended up with static. At first, I thought that's all it was, an empty, clear spot. And then I realised I can hear the faint shiftings and stirrings of seated people. And after quite a long pause, a voice, calm and reflective, said, Pilchard begins his long run in from short stump, and he bowls, and he's out! Yes, he's got him! Long Williams caught, leg before the middle, slops by Gretton. Well, now, what do you make of that, Neville? Oh, that's definitely one for the books, Bruce. I don't think I've seen offside medium, slow pace bowling to match that since Baden Powell took Ramachanga Banga from Maiden Ovary at Bangalore in 1948. I'd stumbled into the surreal and rewarding world of cricket on the radio.
Excellent.
Here comes Stovepipe to bowl on this glorious summer's afternoon at the MCG. I wonder if he'll chance an offside drop, scone here, or go for the quick leg over. Stovepipe has an unusual delivery that he actually leaves the grounds and starts his run outside the Carlton United Brewery Furion. That's right, Clive. I haven't known anyone start his delivery that far back since Stopcock caught his sleeve in the reversing mirror of number 11 bus during the third test of Brisbane. Blah, 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 blah. Ends up in Goondiwindi 4 days later, owing to the frightful confusion over a changed timetable at Toowoomba Junction.
I love it. Love it. I used to love listening to Test Match Special. Henry Blofeld used to be like the absolute beauty of a commentator. I mean, Tufnell would turn up there and say, Tuffers, my dear old thing, how are you? Still a stranger to the electric iron, I see. And things like that. The fact it was an electric iron, he had to make the distinction, which is beautiful.
That's cool.
I do miss that.
Julie says, who's he? Ross Kemp, I'm guessing, from the Dangerous Man thing. No, Danny Dyer.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's an actor in, I'll say an actor, but yeah.
in inverted commas.
In Britain, yeah. He kind of looks like a small sort of person that should be on some sort of register that's trying to act like he's the hardest man in Britain.
Oh, okay.
With a Cockney accent.
Yeah, imagine a Cockney accent, but massively exaggerated Cockney accent.
Yeah.
And he did that. Who do you think you are? Didn't he? And he found out he's about, was it 18th in line to the throne?
Yeah, something like that.
Or it was some relation of some.
He's descended to from one of the Edward.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And from that moment, probably he changed into an arsehole.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then you think, well, actually, probably about 15 million people are as well, mate. So you're not that special. You're not royal.
What's her name? Brooke Shields is on one of those shows. She, direct descendant of, I think, Louis XVI. Maybe 14. Anyway, he's certainly royal.
David says, Bobby, if you do,
yes.
Bobby says, if you do stop at one,
Stop at one. Yeah.
One Land Rover. Yes.
Yeah.
Jim says, Bob, the AK Land Rover is a good compromise for me. A vehicle I wanted to model and not too complicated to build. The Hobby Boss kits are good for that. They make lovely Land Rover kits. June says, yes, the AK Land Rover does look very nice. It does indeed.
A bit of grey, I think.
Dutch Dave says, yes, Mikey, an agenda keeps some sanity on my bench. Yeah. Jim says, for me, modeling madness currently rules my thinking. 3 models going right now. Want to add a 4th, but need to find the works with. Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
What, only 4?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's that much of a weirdo, John, that he gave his daughter his own name. So his daughter is also called Danny Dyer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's. Yep.
That's him.
Oh, okay. No, not seen or heard of him at all. And I think I'll keep it that way for now.
And he says he's a real hard fella, does he?
Well, he walks
He
around
makes it
like
out.
that like he is, doesn't he?
He acts like it. He never actually goes as far as professing it, but he tries to act like he's like a proper geezer.
Alright.
Geezer.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, going from that
Yeah.
mug shot, like that dude couldn't tear the skin off a custard.
Yeah. Goes around calling people Muppets.
Yeah,
and things
that
like
was him when he was in EastEnders a few years ago.
Oh.
Get out my pub.
Yeah.
He's a mappy. He is.
Rather sad, really.
Yeah, he gave his daughter the same name, just with one N removed out of Danny. And he spelt it with an I.
As in
Yeah.
Mrs. Minogue.
Dave says they do some 138 scale kits for that, Jim. Cyber Hobby has a 135th Panzer III in a flatbed, for example, but you can find flatbeds kits as well and do your own combination. Jem, watch Scott, None of Your Business podcast sorting out Land Rover fitted with a BMW 6 engine. Badly done, but fixed now. Yeah. Paul, I want the biggest version of the Dora railway gun. That'd be the 135 one, which is huge.
Well, he's big.
Yeah, there's one of those at Frontline Hobbies built up.
Yeah. You showed us that, didn't you?
I think so.
Phil, I'm contacting my local airport for hangar charges before I order the 135 Gigants.
Definitely.
Matthew, yes, they had snooker on black and white telly and radio ventriloquist.
Radio.
Yeah, they did. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Educating Archie. Was a guy on the radio as a ventriloquist. Oh, it's just bizarre.
Tiff says, not royal. He is. He's a royal arsehole.
Yeah. The guy who did Educating Archie, this is in the 50s. Eventually, they moved it to television, and he was like the worst ventriloquist ever. You could clearly see his mouth moving all the time. That's to keep cutting shots and all that, which in the late 50s, early 60s was really difficult. So he does look like a complete buffoon, but people loved him. People absolutely loved him. Quite mad.
Julian said, according to Scalemates, AK Interactive, LZ Models, Sabre Model, and Model Collect do an SSYS flatbed. There you go. And then Tiffany says,
Oops.
I only have one model going. The model's the ambulance. Yeah, not a lot of people know that.
So Tiff's in EastEnders, is that right?
She's throwing a loop, I think. Joe says, "Good one, Timmy." GM says, "Mr. Evans comments from live stream. I have an Airfix S1 Buccaneer still in box. Early scimitars didn't have no steering. Dad watched one taxi over the side of a ship."
Oh,
Don't want to do that. Bob, David and Valley's only one might be hard. There are 3 versions, but only 2 in stock. Decisions. Yeah. I say go with the recovery one. That one looks the most fun to me. Dieter says, "Got the AK Trabi. What was I thinking?"
oh no, I'd do that.
GM, would you build a stock Land Rover engine or fit a BMW engine? I wouldn't fit a BMW engine, to be honest. Probably go with stock and just tune it up. Depends what Land Rover engine, because you've got Defender engine, you got the Mark 1 and Mark 2, Mark 3s. Then you got the Defender engine. Then you got the Wolf series engine, or the Wolf engine, which is actually a pretty good engine. But then you got the TDIs and TD5s as well, and they're just over-engineered. Good engine is just massively overcomplicated. You went from Defender, which is just a pure engine. The only electrics were for the ignition circuits and the lights and things like that, and the glow plugs. And then to Defender, which was, the engine bay was pretty full. To replace the starter motor, you had to take the air filter box off and things like that. To the TDI and TD5, to the point where you have to remove half the engine to get to anything. And then you have to, make sure you hook it up to the computer and stuff to make sure everything's working when you're finished. And it only did the same thing. Dutch Dave says, "Do remember to select the correct flatbed with tank regarding the tonnage it can transport." Yes, good advice. You don't want a flatbed. Paul, I have met the actor Danny Dyer. I told him he is a twat and I'm a cockney.
Brilliant.
I bet that went down well.
He probably said, "You muppet,"
Yeah.
and then asked his PA to get rid of you.
He probably went, "You, sir, are a muppet," and then walked off with a completely non-cockney accent. Dieter said, "Mikey, is that a cake dough or a mud pie on your desk, or are you just happy to muck me?" It's Vallejo European mud. So what I'm going to do is, once that's dry, is put some PVA on it in different places, and then put some grass and stuff on it. Or go let it dry before I can do anything. Patrick says, "I would like a 1/72 323, but not a 1/35 scale. That is too big."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I sent a thing by mate. Apparently, I think it was a trumpeter. Somebody's bringing out a Volt. Is it a Vulcan?
Yeah, 148 Vulcan.
Yeah, what the bloody
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
Trumpeter is, yeah.
I know we've got different time zones, John, but is yours like half an hour behind ours?
What do you mean?
'Cause me and Gary were talking about that about 15 minutes ago.
Well, it's probably when I went away and got some water or something.
Could be.
Speaking of which, I'll be back in a second. I need some more baking paper because my palette's a mess. Trying to do flesh, but it's just turning out green.
Moldy flesh. Bob says, "Mikey, recovery one is out of stock. Typical." That's no good, is it? Dutch Dave says, "I have just finished the AK Trabi for the small scale GB. Love it." There we go. David, well, Bobby, pick one to see. Martin Baggett, says, afternoon all, cheeky day off today, so sat in the conservatory working on my Airfix ferret and thoroughly enjoying the build so far. Excellent. David says, Helen and I are out Sunday for a run to Glastonbury. Oh, what is that? Jadlin's on my sat-nav? I think it'd be rude not to, really, wouldn't it? Jem says, I think it was the TD5s that needed an engine sorted. BMW is turbo-powered. Yeah. The TD5s are always in the bloody workshop. Dave says, Dave Matheson, hello, Dave, says, model builders, outstanding. Yeah. We try. We try our best.
Very trying.
Yes. Matthew says, there is a picture on the internet of a bloke with a 1/6 scale Dora gun. The barrel must be drain pipe. Yeah. Can't be anything else, really, can it? Bob says, Bedford OSB recovery also out of stock. Getting frustrated. Oh, no. Maybe try another model supplier. Jem says, my notes have a comment from someone. A 1/24th C5 Galaxy by Miniac. Good God. Where would you park that there?
I think trying to do a model of I think it's a 30... No, it's a 48 scale R5A Vigilante, but it needs a wooden armature to stop the wings flexing. So there's a point where plastic kits really need to have support if they're going to be that large. And I just don't see the point. For years I've been thinking, I don't see the point in biggering and biggering. Like, a 32nd scale Lancaster is just getting dumb. I haven't built one at that scale. Where do you put it?
So the Galaxy has a wingspan of 67.89 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you say it was? 1/24th?
Yeah.
67.89. 67.89 meters. And 1/24th. So that's 2.82 meter wingspan on a model.
Yeah, they're just taking the piss now.
Yeah. That's got to be a radio control plane or something, that.
Yes, that's not a mini arc kit.
No.
Imagine the undercarriage on that. If that were a mini arc kit, there'd be about 8,000 parts.
Yeah.
The individual nuts and bolts and things like that.
There'd be more parts than the real C5 Galaxy.
Yeah, probably would be. Yeah. And probably cost as much.
Paul says, I have the trumpeter German Krupp Steyr Waffenträger, 135 in my stash. What do you guys know about it? Not a lot.
I know you've got it in your stash.
And it was made by Krupp. I'll add that.
And it's
but other than that, I'm afraid
it's 135 scale. That's
yeah. So we're getting quite a lot of information, really. Valued service to our viewers.
It's a tank, apparently.
That's not what you talk about, Paul.
Krupp Steyr.
Oh, GM says we did see a 148 scale C5 kit in Hawaii years ago.
Tank. Oh, it's a tank. The prototype tank destroyer. There we go. It's got a bloody big barrel on it.
That's what she said.
Yeah. It was a prototype during World War II. There we go.
I was watching some the original Indiana Jones movies the other day.
Good choice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It sort of reminded me that there's a couple little scenes and stuff from that I wouldn't mind doing in little dioramas.
Mhm.
So like trying to build the tank from Last Crusade, that would be
Oh,
cool.
Yeah,
Because like that didn't exist. So
Well,
yeah,
so it
trying to
did.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a Liberty tank, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mark 8 Liberty.
from what I understood, like they made it just for the movie, but it was a British tank, and then they whacked a whole bunch of extra stuff on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so building something like that would be cool. And then also from Last Crusade, which I think is a bit more manageable, would just be getting a motorcycle and sidecar, and then like little 3D printed Indy and Henry Senior.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be very cool.
Okay.
Oh, hilarious movie. Love that scene where she flips a mirror over on the boat and he gets him on the chin. And then you see a wide shot of the boat on the horizon and you hear him yelling. That's so good. Perfect movies.
Jem says the comment was on Gary Stuff show at Plastic Kit, apparently. Yeah. Ooh. Right. Now. Now. Static grass. Ow. Back.
Joe got in touch the other day and he said that he put the video we did of going to the Ivy and eating there, he put that on his regular channel and it's done quite nice and he's had some nice comments on that. So he said he wants to do some more videos together. I said, that's grand, that's brilliant, it's free lunch. Why would I say no? And he said, yeah, but I want to start concentrating on some like proper British food. I said, yes. He said, well, we're like going to find like really good fish and chip shops. I said, fantastic. He said, yeah, and I was also thinking about pie and mash. I thought, oh, my dear boy. Oh, you do not know the Pandora's box you have just opened, my friend. Pie and mash, food of the gods. Let me introduce you to it. So he's going to get quite the thing. And straight away Maria says, oh, you can have pie and mash. No, double pie, double mash. You can't have two pies.
So
yes, you
as
can.
you two in that Ivy video, when you two were waxing lyrical, who was behind the camera? Was it his
Maria?
wife or your? Yeah. So did
Maria
she get a free lunch as well?
Yes.
Or she gets McDonald's on the way home?
No, she gets a free lunch. I think at one point Joe says, "Oh, we'll try what the cameraman's got," and it was she had fish of some sort. I think sea bass from memory, which is very nice. Oh no, she goes to more than I do. All the ones he's done of like afternoon tea at Harrods and the Ritz and all that, she's gone and done that with him. It's good, but yeah, he wants to do pie and mash. It's like, oh, fantastic! Now we're talking food. Now we're talking about my heritage. Yeah, so I said, no, it's got to be double pie and mash. You can't have double pie and mash. I said, well, look, whoa. Don't disrespect my culture here, all right? Yeah, I don't go on about you and your scouse, that stew thing that you have up there. Don't diss my pie. The moment in your life when, as a young male, the moment your father takes you to a pie mash shop and says, no, I think it's time for double pie, double mash for you, my son. That's the moment of progressing from childhood to manhood in London. That's like the big moment. That's the going from short trousers to long trousers moment. Being called master to being called sir or mister. It's a pivotal moment in your growth in London. And Maria's, no, don't care. You're still only having one pie. Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see about that. What if I don't have any eels? Can I have that?
I must have mentioned this on the stream a few months ago, but I was shattered a few months ago. Shattered I was. That I was doing the recycling cans, and I was walking back to the car to get another box of bottles to feed into the machine, 10 cents each, and then sort of that goes in the model stash. But there's a kid on a bicycle, as in phenomenally. It had pedals and no battery. But he was popping a mono down through the car park, which is, and all that sort of stuff. And the other kid that was on a bike behind him said, "Look out for the old man." And shattered I was.
No.
I was absolutely scarred. Cut to the quick I was. But I remembered then, just went, oh my God. But I remembered back in Myers in Dandenong when I was, but a wee pup with black hair before it went full on white and stuff like that. And I was in Myers and walking through. And there's a little, like a toddler. No, not a toddler. Like maybe a 4 or 5 year old. Who didn't see me, but the mum said, "Look out for the man," and I thought, I've been called a man. So they've become bookends of my life. Like the first time I've been called a man, the first time I've been called an old man by people I don't know. It's bookends.
Well, someone who looked like about 105 on the bus the other day stood up and offered me their seat. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, really? You are now. You're actually you are now taking the mickey, right? Because you are definitely at least 40 years older than me.
Well, hopefully you didn't say, "Here, take my seat, man." Or mom.
Jeez, really? I was not happy.
No.
Maybe actually true. Maybe it was doing it out of some sort of deference.
I bet you took the seat, didn't you, Gary?
No, I did not. How
Thank
very
you,
dare you.
How very dare you.
I said, no, cease doffing your cap or touching your forelock. It's quite okay. I'm here incognito. I'm here incognito. Don't do that.
Imagine he's just stood up to stretch his bad knees or something, and Gary's just sniped his seat from behind him.
What? You got up.
Yeah, you muppet.
Snooze, you lose.
Absolutely. Yeah. You and your bad leg and your guide dog. What do I care?
I remember being on the bus once when I was a teenager with my daughter's mum going to Chester. And she went, "Look at that bloke there." And I went, "What?" She went, "That bloke there. He's been talking to that girl all the way to Chester and he's not looked at her once. How bloody rude is he?" And I went, "Shut up." And she went, "No, it's bloody ignorant. I'm going to say something." I went, "Don't, just watch." And the bus pulled up, and next minute he stood up and got a white stick out and walked off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
It's like that Billy Connolly joke where, there's a blind man, he's got a dog on a leash, he's spinning it around his head on the leash and stuff like that. He goes, "What are you doing?" And it's, just having a look around. Dutch Dave says, "You can adjust the Rebel 172nd scale Arado E555 to recreate the Indiana Jones fight scene with the big German guy in the propeller scene." Yeah, that's an awesome looking plane, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another one that I do want to do. I just think it'd be cool.
If somebody released them, they would sell, because a lot of people think, fond memories. They're great. Oh, and Paul is about to fire up the airbrush.
Ah, there we
go. Martin Baggett says, "Pine Mash, take Dale to Manzies on Tower Bridge Road."
Absolutely. Actually, yes. That was my first thought, was Manzies on Tower Bridge Road. But he lives in Wimbledon, and there's a Manzies in Sutton, which is not far from Wimbledon. And Manzies in Sutton and in Woolworth, I think it's the southeast. They get daily deliveries of the pies from Tower Bridge Road. So they're made at Tower Bridge Road, then they take them to Sutton and the other one, and then cook them there. So they're brilliant pies. Really nice.
Here's another story that I have about UK food and pies. We were in the Tech Museum at Bovington, me and Paul, and went to the cafe there, and we had a great old chat with one of the curators there who's into model making and all that sort of stuff like that. I sat down, we had a cup of tea, I had a coffee, and I had a cappuccino, which British people don't do well. But I had this sausage roll, and it was I reckon one of the best sausage rolls I've tasted in my life. So I actually went up to the counter afterwards and sort of thanked them and said, yeah, that was really good. Great feedback. And she looked confused. Anyway, so then we left there, and about 10, 20 miles down the road, we pulled into a Shell service station just to fill up the car. And they were selling exactly the same thing in their Bain Marie there. And I thought, oh, it's just a local bloody brand. But, you know, it's fantastic. What do I know about British food?
Martin says, no, I just read that one. Matthew says, the last Crusade tank had a stunt double of a 1/16 that drove off the cliff.
God, that make me want to see these films again, Tim R.
Jem says, Indiana Jones, the inflatable life raft, 2 people riding it down. We tried that with 2 mannequins in it. It kept flipping over, both dead, broken.
Oh. I think.
Matthew, Pat Roach plays a baddie that Indiana fights in all 3 films in various disguises: German, mechanic, Sikh, thug, etc. Yeah.
Pretty Sikh.
Joe says, Gary must be doing reverse Tai Chi.
These guys look way too pink. How will I knock down the skin tone, Timar? Because they look like band-aids, and you know nobody has the.
If you take anything like any sort of
Fentanyl.
sand color or light stone, and mix a bit of that like pink skin tone with that,
okay,
that'll get you more that'll knock a lot of the pink out of it. The yellow kind of
sort of more orange
in the stone
flesh. I don't even know. Does Citadel paints mix with Vallejo?
Yeah. I do it all the time.
Right.
Junior says, could be worse. Gary, receptionists have been saying to me for decades, take a seat. I brought my own. Fair point. Joe says, nudge Tai Chi.
Bless you.
Dave Matheson
There is something they're doing Tai.
Go on.
Sorry, there is something they're doing Tai Chi called reverse breathing, and I've not caught onto that at all yet. I really don't understand that.
Farting?
Well, that's what I initially thought, and that's a bit unpleasant. But no, it's some technique about how you breathe or something. I don't know. I don't follow.
Dave Matheson says, are English model manufacturers better than American model manufacturers? American manufacturers. I will speak English today.
Now, there's no American model manufacturing. So what's happened in the last, say, it's going to be 20 years, is the model building has moved from, like every other bit of manufacturing, moved away from the well-to-do countries like the UK and the US and moved to China and Eastern Europe. Not to knock the products that are coming out of there. I think they're fantastic. But America, all that's left now is reissuing and reboxing old molds, which is great. Good on them, because there's a lot to be said for nostalgic value in this hobby. But yeah, you'd need to look outside the US to get a decent model kit these days, unfortunately, as far as I'm aware.
I'd say that's fair, because we don't really see US kits that much over here, do we?
Atlantis do a bloody good job of keeping it alive. As I say, a lot of people have the memories of, the monogram kits and all that sort of stuff. But those kits, they are of their age. They're fantastic then. They're good now. But there are better products coming out from places that you probably wouldn't want to visit unless you're Gary Waitrose and love Iraqi or whatever it's called. Iraqi?
I love Iraqi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we do like Iraqi.
Julian says the Urado 555 notch. Revel do us 1/72 scale one. Do they?
Yeah. I've built one for the channel. Ages now, about
I should
2.5,
say
3 years ago.
Revel, I guess. Should it be Revel, not Revel? I really should.
They say Revel.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would know.
You
Julian
you'd
says,
hope.
well, it's like there's ads for ham here, like Betocci, BETOCCI. And in the ads, they say Batocchi. And you'd think it'd be Batocci, wouldn't it? Because it's Italian and the double C is like the CH sound. Anyway, Julian says, to find better, Dave Matheson. Better. Better get a bucket before I throw up.
Yes. And GM says, trying to throw large things out of DC3 is near impossible. Threw lots of things out of C130s with mixed results.
God, I do love a good herd.
Dave says, well, as fitting complete accuracy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a matter of US versus UK or anything like that. I think it's individual manufacturers, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think every manufacturer has, products that are disappointing. Like, not every Tamiya kit is world class, but they are.
How dare you, sir?
No, I mean, I didn't enjoy their Sonderkraftfahrzeug 251, the half track. I found it a little bit annoying, whereas the ICM one I loved because fit and finesse was, top notch. But I was talking about a 50-year-old kit, so it's great in the day, but it's getting a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah. Paul says, "Be right back." You okay? Julian, I will speak English today. Why break the habit of a lifetime, Mikey? Patrick, round 2 are doing new tools.
Yes.
Oh, are they? Very good.
They've got some interesting stuff coming out.
Joe, you can find a lot of car models in the US, AMT, etc. Atlantis still makes some stuff, cheaper, good models to start the hobby with, good practice.
Yeah, and I'd much rather them be around than not.
Yes.
What's good with Atlantis also is they've got a lot of the old Revell USA molds. So, for example, one of those like unicorn kits everyone wanted was the nuclear-powered lunar research base kit in 196th scale or something. They're re-releasing that this year because they found the molds. So instead of having to pay like sort of $400 for one, you better get it for like sort of 20 or 30 bucks or something stupid like that, which is brilliant. So I'd really like to make one of those. So I love all of those sort of 50s and 60s looking to how the future of space exploration will be sort of thing, because they're completely bonkers.
Yeah.
For all completely sort of Flash Gordon sort of things are wonderful.
Kieran says, afternoon all. Hello, Kieran.
Hey, Kieran.
Jem, Japanese fishing trawler hit by cow that fell from the sky, sank in 2 minutes. We tried to replicate that with dead cows, didn't work. Russian crew admitted they did it. Cow fell from 36,000 feet from an Il-76.
Oh. I've flown on one of them.
Jeez, well done you.
Experience.
Well done you.
I lived
My God. Wow.
Joe says, that's right, Patrick. Round 2 is putting out decent stuff now. There you go.
I've only flown a couple of Soviet era things and they just scared me. Didn't like them at all.
Well, yeah, this one did. I couldn't see how they secured the hatch, the side crew, passenger entrance.
Hatch? I can't see how they keep the wings bolted on. Jeez.
Right. And I've never seen like a cable, being avionics, like a run of cable as thick as that in my life. Like all the cabling was just down one side and one bundle was tied up. So,
oh dear.
It's just like
not great for redundancy then.
No, and
it was zip tied.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, as we call in the trade, pancake strapped.
God, amazing.
June says, with regards to country of kit manufacturer, I think it depends if everything is in the same country. Airfix, for example, split design, molds, and plastic across 3 countries. Maybe confine it to design. Yeah, like I said, it depends on the manufacturer, doesn't it? It's rather than a national thing. Because every company does things their own way, and they all have their own designers and things like that.
Mm.
And a lot of them share molds as well, even across different countries. Dave says, years ago I found a 1964 dated kit of the TV series Munsters, their cars, the Munster coach and Dragula coffin car. Unopened, but I couldn't help myself and opened it and built them.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
That's what they're designed for.
yeah. My opinion on that is the packaging, like the people who make the model kits, it's just a way to get it to you unbroken. Like, yeah, I have no qualms about opening a pack and building something because that's what the manufacturer intended.
Yes.
Mhm.
Jim, I did ask, what is the terminal velocity of a Siberian cow from 36,000 feet? Eventually, we worked out it's 208 miles per hour. The cow was panicked. They threw it out.
Oh, so that, yeah, I mean, because I do remember. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he was really panicked.
No, I've heard the story about that. Like, we Australia gifted, I think it was China, a Murray Grey, a cow, and they shipped it over in a Herc. And I've heard the stories about that flight and how difficult it was to keep something that big and that strong under control for that amount of time. Yeah, I love Hercs.
Dave says, of course, never saved the box.
Yeah.
Joe, very cool, Dave Matheson. I found several Universal monsters, the Wolfman and Frankenstein, my favorites. Nice.
Yeah, I think I've got a head shape that suits the neck box very well.
Julian, birdie flying high drops a message from the sky. Farmer Brown wipes his eye, thank God cows can't fly. Illusion, hold my beer.
Yeah, with that flight on the Aleutian, what was happening is before Australia acquired C-17s, and we only had the Hercs, that everything had to get over there either by ship or by Herc. So if it didn't fit in a Herc, like I was part of the initial build-up to the second Gulf War. So for weeks and weeks, I was doing the leg from Learmonth on the west coast of Western Australia to Diego Garcia. And then we'd have a turnaround time of 1 hour on the ground and, pass it over to a different crew and they'd keep going. We did that for weeks. But, before we, I had to go over for a rescue, but we flew on an Aleutian because we couldn't take the Herc because it was US. That's why I was going to go fix it. But to fly it out, as I say, I couldn't see how they secured the side door. And I just, still to this day, I have no idea how they did it. But when we landed in Diego, it was in the news that one Aleutian 76, the door blew out in Africa somewhere and killed 120 people or something like that. And it's like, not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a strange trip.
Has anyone else ordered the Kotari 1/32 scale bolt and pull Defiant?
Oh, I'd love to.
Not yet. I will do that next week, I think.
I think I need to get permission from the better-looking Marley before I do that because
As soon as I saw it on Facebook, I ordered it.
We knew you would.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. I also, but previously, I'd bought the air scale 1/32 Defiant.
Oh, wait.
So
I
I've got bugged.
built the Trumpeter 48 scale one, mainly as a vehicle to see if I can use paint masks for the first time. It turned out pretty well.
The FX one is better. Not that I've built the trumpeter one, but I can.
Well, there you go.
The FX one will be better.
Yeah, I couldn't get hold of the FX one.
The better looking Marley says you have his permission, John.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Oh my
There you
God. Hello, Mr. Poppy.
You have
I
his
believe him when I
permission,
saw
but
it.
not his forgiveness.
Jem, we met the crew 12 months later. I was impressed they sank a trawler from that height without even trying. They did laugh about it. I'm sure the trawler crew didn't. Patrick, no, not so much as fly, but plummet.
I'll tell you what, the trawler crew must have eaten like kings as they were drowning.
Dave says, what's the FB link for the kits you mentioned? Ooh, we have a head of research. Julian, can we get on that?
I'm trying to remember what kits we mentioned.
So the Coterie or whatever it is.
Oh, sorry.
That's only available on pre-order from their website, which is Coterie.com.
Kotare.
I'm interviewing the boss Mark tomorrow night.
Oh, wonderful. Hope you enjoy that.
Sure to follow Gary's stuff. Check it out.
It must be said, is a proud supporter of Models for Heroes in 48 and 48.
Yeah,
indeed he is. Brilliant, brilliant man.
And yeah, say hi to everyone involved in Models for Heroes for us, please.
Will do.
I speak for everyone in your country, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and tell him thanks from me.
Yeah,
will do.
Seriously, I think what he's doing is brilliant.
We've got 29 people watching. Ooh. Julie says, Jem, I'm not surprised the trawler sank after being hit by a few hundred weight of beef traveling over 200 miles per hour. Even a near miss would swamp the boat. Yeah, most likely. It'd certainly be like beef hitting concrete.
Yeah.
At high speed. Joe says, I'm still waiting on my blood work results before I order that Coterie or whatever, 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Jem, the IL-76 do lose near cargo doors with fatal results. The whole tail tears off. Oh,
there you go. No, I just lived to tell the tale.
I don't think you're going to be able to order the Kotare Defiant in 2 years.
No,
it's a pre-ordered job.
Yeah.
Dieter
says, laugh out loud. Does that count as a bullseye then, Julian?
Oh.
The better looking Marley says, what up, bitch?
What up, bitch? I was going to call him earlier. I forgot. I was too busy.
That's why he's calling you a bitch.
Yeah. GM says the trawler crew were locked up for 3 weeks until the Russians said it was them by accident. Unreal. Oh, and Julian has a link to the Kotare Models website, which is absolutely worth a look. And if you're really bored, get onto the Wingnut Wings website, which is still up and running, just to pick any plane and leaf through their catalogue and how beautiful they are. Instructions. Joe said he went from the better-looking Marley to now the foul-mouthed Marley.
Paul says, what were you going to call me?
The big poof.
Steady on. Jem says, the trawler was made of wood. It didn't stand a chance. Yeah, no.
Does your brother resemble a large stuffed footstool?
Yeah, well,
Buffet.
it depends on, like he certainly does after a large meal.
Just trying to rescue there.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. For
pull that one back.
Send me nasty letters.
It's going to be like for 30 odd years, we'd ring each other and, jokingly, because this is the thing, you'd remember secondary school and how stupid people can be. Like, there's a lot of bullies that thought that, oh, you're twins, you must be gay. When sleeping with your male twin brother is sort of wrong on many, many levels. But since those days, I'd ring them up. Like on Valentine's Day, I'd say, Happy Valentine's Day, you big poof. And, of course, we'd then laugh and then continue on the conversation. But
laugh in a manly way. Slap each other's thighs.
Punch each other in the arms and go, ow, that hurt. Ow. Yeah.
And we've just lost 5 viewers.
Toughen up.
Julian says he's put the Wing Not Wings website link in. Not that you can buy Wing Not Wings kits from them anymore, but
no, it's a wonderful website and worth. Yeah. If you're ever bored, it's better than looking up videos on true crime, for instance. I don't know, just picking around on topic there. Because I can't talk about politics.
And another of the former Wing Not Wings designers has just joined the market Courtray as well. So it's got another
wonderful
one. Joined them in, which is fantastic.
One of the best podcast episodes I've listened to is On the Bench, the Australian one with Dave Goldfinch, who I spoke to today, in fact. But he had, I can't remember his name, but he was the designer of the Wing Not Wings 32nd scale Lancaster that was then released by Border Model because, China. And that was an absolutely fascinating interview because he was talking about, like, he was saying that he never had any interest in aircraft, aviation or whatever, but he was certainly into computer CAD design and everything else. But he was talking about by working through that and getting all the oil canning and stuff on the outer mold line of the aircraft and stuff, how he learned to love that aircraft. Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful.
Julian has put the link up for the Arado 555 172nd scale javelins.
Triple nickel.
1 2.
Tiffany says, I like true crime for things to watch before bed.
Well, because I saw one of those the other day, and I felt just really sad and sick. It was like a murder that was solved 25 years later or whatever. But literally, DNA solved the murder. They worked out who it was on the day that guy died of COVID in 2020. And you just go, that sucks ass.
Yeah, I watched this one where it was a case from the UK, and they only found out who it was like 30 years later because the guy's son got arrested for something, but it's something minor, so they just interviewed him, took his DNA and his fingerprints, and then released him. And when they did the DNA, it flashed up as this murder case, but it was only a partial match. And they realised that it must have been one of either his dad or one of his uncles that had done it. But luckily, at the time, when they checked the local pub, they said, one local pub said, this guy came in earlier on and his hands were covered in blood, so he went in straight into the toilets and washed his hands. So they went in and grabbed the tissue out the bin in the toilets, and they'd kept it. And it had both his and the victim's DNA on it. And they figured out that it was actually his uncle.
Wow. Yeah, like, it's all terribly sad. Like, a lot of these are sexual assaults and stuff, and you think, the poor person had... But there was a guy in Texas, Louisiana, sort of way down there. He had a dually, like a ute with two wheels on the rear axle, to be able to tow a horse float for the express purpose of taking women and raping them and dismembering them in the back of that. And how do you live, and never admit to that? That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, lot of topic. Let's talk about Trump. How was that speech the other day?
No, Trump.
Almost did it. Well done. Good try.
Dave
Lesser of
says,
two evils.
thanks for the outstanding links. Got a run here in the US, 5:45 a.m. Cheers. See you later, buddy. Dieter, so the beef dropped from the sky, hit the trawler via the cowling, and ended up touching down ground. That is a bullseye if ever I've seen one.
Bullseye.
Joe says, wife and daughter watch that all the time. I don't watch murder and crime shows at all. I stay away. Nothing but crazy live streams and watching old fart golfers worse than me. What a life. Fun. You can understand it with Joe though, because he was a copper, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
he was in the police. So he wouldn't want to watch. I imagine he wouldn't want to watch any more of that stuff.
Oh, well, there you go. So you've just risen in my esteem, Joe. Well, not that I thought less of you before, but well done, you. And thank you for your service, because, military people have heroes too.
Absolutely right.
Joe says, or old fart modelers. Yeah. Kind of. Jim says, Hagrid, I want to know who saw the cow falling. It's not something you watch for. I think if you saw it falling out of the sky, you'd just be like, that looks like a splat.
Yeah. So I think, the professor, the astrologer, God, he's going to kill me if I call him an astrologer. No, the
Astronomer.
The British guy that used to be in that band.
Brian Cox.
Brian
Professor
Cox. Yes.
And he's a physicist, not an astronomer.
Very good, thank you. I remember the Infinite Monkey Cage, his quote, he said, from a 5-meter drop, which is about the height of most, say, railway bridges, and he said, cats bounce, humans break, and horses splat. So imagine that cow would have been something to watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Joe says, James says, no. Okay. Hagrid, I want to know who's. Oh, yeah, I did read that one. Sorry, you are right, Mods. Joe says, wife watches these shows from the UK where everyone is a terrorist. What the hell?
What?
Yeah. We won't go down that road.
Okay.
True crime stuff is like disproportionately watched by the fairer sex.
Yeah.
It must be. Yeah.
no.
Watching things that, like, it's pretty bad. Like it's, as I mentioned, I have a whole lot of empathy about violence against women and all that sort of stuff like that. And, it's just awful. I could do it in drips and drabs. I listen to it a bit, then I need a break. I can't keep going. It just does my head in.
Anyway, Dieter says, my guess is the lookouts from the Titanic did it. GM, since they have the right angle of view. There we go. Joe, or former IRA member, still blowing stuff up. Yeah. Yeah. Some strange people in the world. Now stranger than on here.
Well, that's true. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to agree with that, was I? No, Mikey, don't be silly.
I nearly got away with talking about politics. I mean, crops.
You're lucky Modders didn't kick you off, because that's what she's supposed to do now.
Jeez. Cough.
Julian says, with regards to TV fiction based on true crime, one wouldn't watch the series 12 Rillington Place. She remembered reading about the real case in the newspaper. GM says, friends who fish at sea told me they rarely look up unless they hear or become aware of an aircraft at low level.
Yeah. Memories of being in Orion at 100 feet going flat. Oh, we saw a mast, in the water. So we just went straight at it as a yacht, people fishing. But we flew over because we had, the Orions have been doing a lot of border patrol and, illegal seeds, so suspected illegal entry vessels, and all border control and all that sort of stuff back in the Tony Abbott days. But for this thing, we were over in the Pacific, just off the coast of Queensland there, because we're meant to do sort of, just routine patrols of our maritime thing. Anyway, we did that, but we saw a boat, we just went for it, and yeah, they weren't happy because they were fishing, and we were scaring the fish. So yeah, all these fingers, we could see the middle fingers up, and I just thought, that is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun. Such fun.
Such.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I think next week we need to discuss how long do you think we're going to be doing these figures and vehicle, because the vehicle's pretty much done, yeah? It just needs a bit of weathering, put it on a base. So what do you think? How many weeks left?
Not long,
Mikey,
because
your channel?
Oh, is it? I forgot. I've done the mud on the base. I've just got to do the grass and put some foliage and that on there. So it's you guys, really. Where are you guys up to with it?
I got a little bit of catch up to do. I've got the tricolor down now, so pretty much just need to seal it, ready for decals and weathering, and then I'll paint these two dudes in my own time. Obviously, I've got the tester already done.
Nice.
And then so I'll have to do a bit off camera because I had last week off and stuff.
Yeah, it's fine, buddy. What about you, Gary? Where are you up to?
I wouldn't even begin thinking about where I am, mate. I'm so far behind it, and I've got so many other things I have to get done now. Yeah, it's I'm more coming along for the jokes and the laughs than actually producing anything.
Yeah.
To
John,
be perfectly honest.
How long do you reckon you've got left?
Well, my vehicle's pretty much done, as I say, except for weathering. I could plonk it on a base, get some tufts and stuff, and bits of long grass or wheat or some such. Oh, yeah, I've just broken. Now I've got a bit more to do. I've broken a toe hook, a tie down hook. But my people, I'm going to call these guys done because they're done to the best of my ability, and I think they'll be all right. So
looking good.
I'll put one of them behind the, what do you call it, a dushka? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now.
So you say another maybe 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
Is that all right for everyone?
Another 2 weeks? What do you think?
I'm unlikely to get it finished in 2 or 3 weeks. I won't be getting anything done this coming week, and I'm already quite a bit behind because of my cock up.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah.
If that's the cut-off time, that's fine. I'll aim for it.
This is episode 12 now.
Yeah. I am behind. A lot of catching up to do, but I'll give it what I can to catch up.
Yeah.
I remain very grateful to ICM for providing these kits.
Yeah. Well, certainly sending us them, yeah.
Well, that's why I want to get it finished.
Yeah. What we could do is, if we do 2 more episodes, and then when you finished it, we can always show it on the stream anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'd like to put it on a base, so that's extra. But if I could just get the vehicle together with a crew on and around it, we can do that at a later date. Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Awesome. Joe says, "What happened to good, clean family fun like British shows like Benny Hill? They would never make Benny Hill these days."
I don't know how that. George and Mildred has popped up in my bloody YouTube feed. I don't know how that's happened, but it was crap then.
Yeah, there's an article about Benny Hill on Facebook yesterday. And they said it would just never be allowed these days because it'd just be seen as so problematic.
Yeah, but even the goodies wouldn't be made these days, according to Grand Garden.
Jimmy says, I'm guessing that cow was moving at terminal velocity, tumbleweed. I'll get my coat. Jem, we did buzz a Chinese ore carrier ship. They were screaming Yaki Da over the radio. Okay.
Yaki Da. Not sure what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they'd be shouting that because that's Welsh. Yaki Da.
What's
It
it
means
Welsh?
cheers. It means cheers.
No, I don't think I'd be yelling that.
Ooh, Tim's very blurry. His eyes look like two pea holes in the snow.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So I think it's nice. Been a nice little build, hasn't it?
It really has. Like,
Yeah.
You know, so he's not stuck on yet or whatever. But mate, if he stands behind his sort of gun there, I reckon it looks all right.
Yeah.
You know,
I like how even though we've used the same figure, we've sort of managed to get them to pose slightly differently as well. Because yours is leaning quite far back.
well, no, it's just I'm just trying to get him to stay upright, but he's drunk. You know, there's a lot of vodka in Ukraine apparently.
Bob's just put. Mine are upset. Forgot to change delivery address after tractor ship to Kaylee. Mikey, build it. I'll buy another. Why? What have you sent? What have you sent?
What has he sent? Oh my god!
Oh, is he on about the Land Rover?
Oh, I don't know. Oh dear.
I can always forward it on to you, dude.
Yeah, do that. All right.
We'll
So
talk about
Gary,
it offline.
I'll send you the PM of the extras for that, and you can
Yeah,
choose whatever.
fantastic. Thanks, John. Appreciate that, mate.
You don't have to use any of them. You know, if you wanted to do as flown, yeah, they didn't carry bombs. Well, certainly nuclear weapons, but you know, up to you.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. It won't be the first or the last. Well, it will be the first. It won't be the last 148th KSR2 I do, that's for sure.
They're beautiful aircraft. Love it.
Yeah. Bob says a Land Rover. Second try at message. First errored out. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. We'll talk about it offline, buddy. Yeah. So it's been a good session. Plenty of conversation. It's been nice to have Mal back with us.
yeah.
Yes,
Indeed, sir.
agreed.
Yeah, good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary's looking happy as always.
I am. I've made a lot of progress on my Russian thing.
On your Russia thing. Let's see.
Well, hang on. I'm just taking
Schnell.
my Russian thing. It's
I love how John shows like.
My Pecharkov is sort of coming together.
There you go.
Chiakov, did you say?
Pecharkov PE2. Yeah.
I don't think
It's
I'm
a
aware
very,
of this
very,
one.
very old FX1. It's very old, but this is probably the first release of it where it just says Russian PE2.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I've got some Polish markings for it. So they look really cool. So yeah, that's going to be good.
So is that going to be a video that's coming up, is it?
Yeah. That's a build video. It's one of the ones I can. The vintage ones I just tend to film, then I voice over later, so I can do it while I'm doing other things or chatting online or whatever. So I've been filming while doing that. Yeah, it's coming together really nicely, actually.
Nice.
Cool.
Look forward to seeing that. GM says, Mal, woohoo! I think he's happy that Mal's back.
Yeah. As are we all.
Yeah.
Or not.
Right. We shall be back Monday, 12 till 2, with the Monday panel, where we just build whatever we have to be working on and chat random crap. Well, and hopefully have a laugh. So, yeah, until then, Hulvar for now. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Hulvar for now.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay.
There you are, Mal. Mal, where's the bait now?
I'm trying to be professional.